In this video, we are going to be performing a 360-degree breath on a stability ball. For this exercise, please grab a resistance band. We are going to use this as a prop. I'm going to have you come to a seat, and you should have your knees and your hips at 90 degrees. So make sure your seat's not too high or too low. And then I'm going to have you grab this band, and you're going to wrap it loosely around your rib cage. So lower ribs. We're not cinching it. This is a loose wrap. Now, before we start breathing, I want you to find a nice stack between your pelvis and your rib cage. So a nice neutral alignment. We're not overly extended. We're not overly rounded. We're sitting nice and tall, neutral in pelvis, neutral in rib cage, and we're ready to go. Okay, let's start with the exhale. So exhale like you are fogging up a mirror, and I want you to exhale out all of your breath. When all of the air is out, I'm going to have you inhale 360 degrees into this band, okay? So the band is here for kinesthetic feedback. You should feel your ribcage expanding into it, front to back, side to side. So try this with me. Two things I want you to think about. One, I want your exhale to be longer than your inhale. So think about inhaling to a count of 3, exhaling to a count of 6. It's really important to get a good exhale, or you can't get a good inhale. 2, make sure you're thinking about breathing into your back. So we're pretty connected to the front of our body. It's really hard to get that back to expand, and that is what the band is there for. If you're having a hard time feeling that back expansion, I want you to come into a slight pelvic tuck. So we're not going into like a hard C shape, but just tuck your pelvis under slightly, and then try that breath again. Inhale to a count of 3. Exhale. To a count of 6. See if in that more tucked position, if you can feel more expansion into the backside of your body. You're allowed to play with the degree of tuck and the angle of your rib cage. Experiment and see if you can find a spot where you get really good expansion into your back and into your rib cage as a whole. So this has been 360-degree breathing on a stability ball.